Good morning and welcome to my channel, The Indian Motor Vlogger. My name is Nikhil Arora and today on the 16th August 2017 I have completed 1 year with my bike. So I thought I'll be sharing my experience of riding this bike for 14,000 kilometers, and also I'll be sharing some of the pros and cons which I feel about this bike. So I hope you guys will like this video. Starting off with the things that I like about my bike, the best thing about TVS Apache RTR 180 is the instrument cluster. The instrument cluster is divided into two parts, the analog RPM meter on the right and the digital meter on the left. The digital meter shows you 5 modes. The first mode is the odometer. The second mode is trip A, which I usually set for calculating average. Then the third mode is trip B, which I set for calculating the distance that I have covered in a particular month. The fourth mode is the top speed achieved by the bike. I believe that this feature is only present in this bike if compared with any other bike in the same segment. The fifth mode is the time taken in seconds to cover 0 to 60 km. The analog meter consists of the RPM meter, low fuel indicator, low battery indicator, and a service indicator which lights up as a reminder for service after every 3000 kilometers. The second thing that I like about my bike are the DRLs, or the day-night running lights. The day-night running lights do their job pretty well and also enhances the look of the bike. The other thing that I like about my bike is the 16-liter fuel tank. This bigger fuel tank is really useful when we go on for long rides, as we don't have to take many fuel breaks. TVS claims that we can cover 745 kilometers on a full fuel tank, which is just amazing. The other thing that I like about my bike is the suspension. TVS offers us the 5-way rear MIG suspension. This rear MIG suspension can be adjusted as per our preferences, with the first being the softest and the fifth being the hardest. TVS sets this suspension on the fourth for a better city riding experience. The fifth thing that I like about my bike are the graphics that TVS offers. The graphics on the mudguard and the tank adds on the beauty of the bike. Now moving on to the things that I dislike about my bike. The first and the foremost thing that I dislike about my bike are the vibrations. This bike vibrates a lot between the 6000 to the 7000 RPM range. You actually feel your handlebar shaking and your foot peg vibrating. This bike does not give you confidence to do higher speeds because of the vibrations. Initially, when you buy this bike, you will feel some problems while riding because of the vibration, but gradually you'll get used to these vibrations. The second thing that I dislike about my bike are the TVS Remora tires. The dimension of the rear tire is 110 by 80, that is, the width of the tire is less and it does not gives you the confidence to lean. You have to be really careful on the curves as these tires skid very easily. The other thing that I dislike about my bike is the absence of the 6th gear. As I have taken my bike for some long rides, I feel that the presence of the 6th gear would have reduced the amount of vibrations and the ride would have been much more easier and smoother than it is right now. The fourth thing that I dislike about my bike are the headlights. The range that the low beam light covers is very less and while you are doing your night rides or highway rides, you have to switch to high beam to view satisfactory amount of distance. Coming to the end of this video, I would personally suggest you guys to buy the TVS Apache RTR 180 because I believe that the pros of this bike overshadows the cons of this bike, and also you get the option of buying the ABS variant, which also adds on to the safety feature. Secondly, I would also want to emphasize on the handling and the braking of this bike. The handling and braking of this bike is just amazing. If vibration is something that concerns you a lot, then I would suggest you to go for the upper variant, which is the Apache RTR 200, or you can go for the Honda CB Hornet. That's all for the video today. I hope I have provided you some basic information about the bike and also helped you identifying the pros and cons of this bike.